Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good Sunday morning. It is now 8 o'clock, May 19th, and I'm stepping in today for Sarah Acosta, but we have the other part of our dynamic duo here.
Stepping in and stepping up. That's RJ.
There we go. Yes, there we go.
Welcome to a Sunday morning.
Yes,
it's
always
nice
enjoy
to have
being here, hanging out with you. Yes, and I know that for people that are going to be out and about today, I mean, it's definitely going to be a little bit warm outside.
Oh, another hot day, RJ.
Yes, absolutely.
We are starting with clouds, though, and the clouds may delay the inevitable just for another couple of hours here.
We'll take it.
Yeah, cloudy skies outside right now. It's 75 in San Antonio. Generally, though, we do see some areas of patchy fog. Visibility down to 3 miles at Stinson. Visibility down to 5 miles in Bernie, where it's 70 degrees, 72 in Kerrville. Just about a muggy morning for us. But again, even though we've got some clouds out there right now, we're quickly going to see skies clear. If you're planning on mowing today, I heard a lot of lawnmowers yesterday. If you're planning on mowing today, I would do so within the next couple of hours because by the afternoon, 96 degrees and very toasty outside. So we've been calling it a ditto day today, which means that the weather's going to be very similar to yesterday. We do have a few clouds out there. They're gradually going to clear. The heat continues though in the week ahead. It's going to be feeling like July. We'll be near 100 degrees just about every day in the upcoming week. Any relief? We do have minimal rain chances next week. Those details coming up in just a bit. RJ.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Now to a plea for justice. Police say a driver hit and killed a father of 5 and drove off. With no witnesses and no vehicle description, Ramon Gonzalez's family says that someone has to know who did this and they're asking for them to come forward.
If it was your loved one, wouldn't you want justice and peace?
Justice, peace, and answers about what happened to 45-year-old Ramon Gonzalez.
He had the biggest smile. He would give you his last dollar.
Answers are all his sister Patricia and niece Angelina Martinez want for the man with a vibrant and fun energy.
And he had this thing where he would rub our ears for some reason and always yell, "Sugar." Like, it was just his thing.
Around 9:30 on Wednesday, San Antonio police say Gonzalez was just walking on Culebra, not far from I-10 and Woodlawn Lake. They say a driver hit him and didn't stop.
When we want to know if they would have stopped, could he survive these injuries? Or just stop and held his hand until he took his last breath so he wouldn't be by himself.
Police say there aren't any witnesses or a vehicle description.
These people have to have a heart.
It's why the Martinez family held a vigil near the site of the accident, hoping someone would look at Ramon's picture and speak up.
You have to have a friend, a cousin, a brother, somebody who came home and all of a sudden they have front damage or, you know, their bumper might be missing or a headlight.
They want his killer caught and hope change comes to the street he died on.
They go so fast, they don't even do the speed limit. And then when it got dark, there was no lights.
It's a dark moment in their lives. But Ramon's family says they'll continue shining a light on his memory.
I want justice for him, and I want people to know that he mattered.
That was KSAT's Daniela Ibarra reporting. Well, a family found out just how good their neighbors are when they jumped into action to help them escape a house fire. This fire broke out around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon on Town Gate, which is right off of Callahan Road on the northwest side. Firefighters say that it took about 20 minutes to get the fire under control. Neighbors alerted the family about the fire and helped get them out safely, but unfortunately, one family pet did die. The cause of this fire is under investigation. And a legendary Tejano music host is battling health problems. Many of us grew up with Johnny Canales in our living rooms, and this morning his family is asking for prayers. A Facebook post shared on Corpus Christi Crónica from Canales' wife Nora says that he's been dealing with complications in connection to a stroke that he had back in 2008. So you may remember Canales was the host of the Johnny Canales Show, which was a half-hour Tejano music-centric television variety show back in 1983. His friendly "You Got It, Take It Away" morphed from a shorthand transition to an unforgettable catchphrase. Canales is also credited with helping launch Selena Quintanilla's career. Switching gears here in your morning consumer news, roughly 900,000 tea bags from organic tea brand Yogi have been recalled. According to the Food and Drug Administration, trace amounts of pesticide can be detected on those bags. The FDA determined that this is a Class 3 recall, which means the product probably won't cause any major health problems. So far, there's been no reports of any related illnesses related to this recall, and we have more information available on the FDA's website. And about 1 in 7 Generation Z credit card borrowers have maxed out their credit limit. That's from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, which also says credit card delinquencies have surpassed pre-pandemic levels and continue to rise. The Fed says that part of the reason that Gen Z borrowers are maxed out is because they have much lower credit limits, haven't had the time to build credit histories, and are also being crushed by college loans and rising inflation. How about this? Apple is rolling out new updates later this year to make its mobile devices easier for people with disabilities to use. One of the new features is eye tracking. Devices will use their cameras to track eye movements, and artificial intelligence will translate them into on-screen movements that help navigate the operating system. All right, get ready for this. The streaming service Netflix is now in the business of scoring touchdowns along with Amazon and YouTube TV. Netflix announced a new 3-year partnership with the NFL to broadcast the Christmas Day games live. That's going to be 2 of them this year. This year, Netflix will air those games on, of course, December 25th, Christmas Day, and that doubleheader will feature the Kansas City Chiefs at the Pittsburgh Steelers in the day's first matchup, followed by the Baltimore Ravens and the upstart Houston Texans for the second game. All right, happening today is the Carry the Load Memorial May campaign. This is a nonprofit that provides ways for people to get out and get active for our military veterans, first responders, and of course their families. Participants walk to raise awareness and funds throughout Memorial Day. And we have a live look here outside at the event taking place at the HEB there on 300 West Olmos Drive in the Woodlawn Lake area, where people are getting ready to take off and walk to remember and honor our fallen heroes. This is the 14th annual Memorial May campaign. The relay will converge at the Dallas Memorial March on Memorial Day weekend. Carry the Load also raises funds for our military, veterans, first responders, and all of their families. The nonprofit's goal this year is to raise $2 million. And since 2011, they have raised more than $42 million in funds. To learn more about the nonprofit or how you can get involved, all you got to do is visit their website at carrytheload.org. All right, time now is 8:07 and 74 degrees outside. Certainly getting warmer out there. Well, coming up, a man suspected of murder is in custody this morning after being on the run for over 20 years. What San Antonio police are saying about this arrest. Plus, it was a day of volunteering yesterday, and one organization is being recognized by San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. After the break, we're going to tell you how they're getting more people to help serve children with disabilities. Taking you outside with live cam. Again, a little bit of a cloudy start to your Sunday morning, but Sarah said we are about to warm things up here. If you have any plans throughout the rest of the day, she'll be right back with a look at our forecast. Welcome back. Thank you very much for starting your Sunday with us. Well, volunteers looking for others to help serve children with disabilities spent the day out at the shops at La Cantera yesterday in honor of Heroes for Crit Day. The organization, which stands for Children's Rehabilitation Institute Telethon USA, otherwise known as CRIT, spent a couple of hours at La Cantera yesterday with several local leaders helping spread the word about the work and the mission of CRIT. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg proclaimed the day as Crit Volunteer Day. He and the CEO of Crit emphasized how volunteers are heroes. They say that more volunteers are needed to carry on the work to help the city we all call home.
I would love for people to get to know them and how critical their support is for the future of Crit and for those families served by Crit.
This kind of activities really help them to see what's out and to see that they are responsible to build their community.
All right, if you want to volunteer or help support their mission, you can give CRIT a call or stop by their facility on Quarry Park, and that is not too far away from Morgan's Wonderland.
So you know the people at La Cantera were committed to CRIT because they had to deal with that 1604 and I-10 traffic.
That plus the sun was shining last night, so definitely doing heroes work there for the nonprofit.
Absolutely. And yeah, RJ, it is going to be another hot day for us. We are
Felt it
delaying
yesterday for sure.
Yeah, we're delaying the inevitable because we have some clouds out there right now, but these clouds are going to be so short-lived, and it's just going to be a hot one. Outside right now, mostly cloudy, and it's 75 degrees at the airport. We've got winds from the southeast about 5 miles per hour. Visibility limited to less than 10 miles, so at 7 miles. Showing you the visible satellite here, you can see that clouds have built in overnight, and it's fairly cloudy in San Antonio. But as I mentioned, these clouds are going to give way very quickly to sunshine. It's still pretty sunny, though, out in Del Rio, and we're seeing some sunshine right near parts of Medina County. 75 at the airport, 75 in Seguin, 72 in Sabinal, 76 in Divine. 70 in Bernie. Good morning, Bulverde. It's 71 degrees, 71 in Comfort, and 74 in Bandera. Enjoy the cool weather while it lasts. Even though it is in the 70s, it is very humid. Take a look at dew points right now. Dew points in the 70s as well. That is a tropical air mass in place. So this afternoon, when temperatures get into the 90s, it's going to feel even hotter because we're going to have the high humidity out there throughout the afternoon. And unfortunately, that humidity is just not going anywhere. It is going to stay muggy for the foreseeable future. We do not have any of those cool fronts moving through to help sweep away the humidity, staying humid all week long, which means we'll have to deal with a heat index value every single day too. So this morning we've got clouds, but by about noon it should be mostly sunny. So we'll be seeing those skies gradually clear. By 2 it'll be 92 degrees, and in the afternoon 96 for the high in San Antonio. The one thing to mention though is that the winds are going to be a little bit breezier today than they were yesterday. We'll have a wind from the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So a little bit of breeze in the shade won't be too bad, but it is just going to be just as hot as yesterday. Minus a couple of degrees because of these morning clouds. 96 in San Antonio, 94 in Pleasanton, 93 in Kerrville. Del Rio, 104 for the high. Yesterday, Del Rio got up to 107 degrees. So yeah, it will be quote unquote cooler today, but only by a couple of degrees out in Del Rio. 104 for the high, 100 in Eagle Pass, and 101 in Laredo. Showing you the satellite and radar across the nation, we do have some storminess across Nebraska. This is the preview to their severe weather later on today. This is the area in Kansas and Nebraska that is under the gun for severe weather. They're under a 4 on a scale of 1 to 5 for severe weather, large hail being the main threat here. This system is not going to be moving into our viewing area, and the reason for that is because of the heat high. The heat high is going to take over our weather pattern over the next several days, keeping things dry. High means dry, and keeping things hot. Temperatures are steadily going to rise in the coming days. As I mentioned, rain chances very minimal. Little to no chance for rain. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, only a 20% chance. And as far as the heat goes, I think we'll technically avoid 100 degrees, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be 97, and it will feel even hotter than that. Even if the thermometer doesn't read the triple digits, it'll still feel like it. Again, rain chances very low. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk a little bit about when San Antonio typically sees its first 100-degree day. Because RJ, you were mentioning this is an early heat wave, but it's not unusual that we see 100 degrees in May. So coming up, I'll have that answer for you. When do we typically see our first 100-degree day? And an updated look at the drought. Where is the drought the worst? Because again, we don't really have much of a chance for rain this week. Yeah, you mentioned there, high means dry usually. And so I remember when you showed that graphic earlier, I was like, yeah, we really need some rain, but not looking great. Doesn't look good this week, RJ. Okay, well, we will see how that plays out. 8:17 right now, 75 degrees outside. And coming up next, KSAT explains geography's impact in our region and how it affects the weather that we get. Sarah's got thumbs up on this one. Yeah, that's a great story by Justin. Let's take a look at your lotto numbers. As your pick 3, 7, 0, 5, Fireball 5, Daily 4, 6, 9, 2, 4, Fireball 7, and your cash 5, 6, 10, 11, 31, and 32. All right, how about our Lotto Texas numbers? That would be 4, 13, 27, 30, 41, and 47. And let's go over to Mega Millions here. 19, 36, 37, 42, 59, Powerball 19, Power Play 2. Good luck to everybody.
Welcome back. So during the break, Sarah was dropping some knowledge on me here.
About the aquifer.
About the aquifer. And of course, we just saw that commercial there. We can see some wild weather at times during the spring, and the geography in our region has an impact on the weather we get.
Geography has a major impact, and I love this KSAT Explains. In this KSAT Explains, meteorologist Justin Horn, who is really into maps, okay?
Big map guy.
He's both in passion and profession. He breaks out his compass, Rand McNally, remember Rand McNally?
Oh, yeah, we do.
And does a little myth busting too.
Can you tell me what this is? What is that a shape of? I'll give you a hint, it's a county.
Is it Bexar County?
It is Bexar County.
Is it a state or are we looking at a county?
It's a county.
Yeah, see,
Makes it more difficult, right?
it does make it more difficult.
Can you tell me where Bexar County is?
Okay.
Is it San Antonio's like,
Yeah, it's
over here-ish?
okay. Okay. Here?
Very close. Could you show me where the Edwards Plateau is?
Edwards Plateau. I believe the Edwards Plateau is right up in here. Or no. I'm sorry. So Kerrville area, correct?
That's right, you nailed it. Yeah, you got it. Second try, that was perfect.
All right.
Can you show me where Frio County is on this map?
No, I cannot.
Can you show me on this map where Frio County is?
So
If I were to ask you where the Texas Hill Country is, could you show me here on the map?
Like, let's see, like over here?
Yeah.
That's where our
Yeah, that's right.
So not everyone knows geography as well as us meteorologists do, and that's okay. We're kind of weird like that. True story, when I was a kid, I read the entire atlas and once memorized every country and its capital. But for those of you who don't have that much time on your hands, we thought we'd touch on some of the more important geographical and geological features that South Texas has to offer. And the feature we thought we'd start with is the most important of all, the Balcones Escarpment. The escarpment, or at least the edge of the escarpment, which I'm standing on now here at Government Canyon State Natural Area, is part of a fault zone that runs through northwestern Bexar County. It more or less splits our viewing area in half. To the north, we have the higher elevation in the hill country. To the south, we have the coastal plains. And this feature really explains a lot about why South Texas is the way it is.
So this is a major uplift that happened about 25 to 24 million years ago, where we actually had a big chunk of central Texas lifted up about 1,500 feet.
The boundary of the escarpment is U-shaped, featuring porous limestone formed by an ancient ocean. It's a boundary that helped create the aquifer and subsequently prolific springs.
Without the springs, you would not have San Antonio.
See, I told you the escarpment was important. The sudden rise in elevation around 1,500 feet in Bexar County alone also makes a difference when it comes to weather. We'll discuss that in a bit. But it's also why the hill country exists. Speaking of, what is the hill country? And how is it different from the Edwards Plateau that you hear us mention so often in weather?
The hill country is just part of the Edwards Plateau. It's sort of the eastern edge of that plateau. And it really encompasses that edge plus the Balcones Escarpment coming down into San Antonio.
Which brings us to I-35. It's a major, important interstate. Notice how it seems to line up with the edge of the Balcones Escarpment.
The I-35 corridor is actually just on the eastern side of the Edwards Plateau. So instead of building up and over the plateau, they just went around it.
That, and going back to the importance of those springs along the escarpment, major cities formed right along its edge, where the water was, and the interstate connects them. And since I-35 serves as a visual boundary of the edge of the escarpment, we often use it in weather to feature our different climate zones. You'll hear us say things like, those east of I-35 have the best chances for storms. Along those same lines, Highway 90, which runs west to east, is useful too. This geography puts us at a unique crossroads.
San Antonio is at the point of three different major ecoregions. The South Texas thornbush, which basically starts in San Antonio and goes south to the valley.
That's more or less an extension of the Chihuahuan Desert, which creeps in from the west. Think hot and dry.
And then we have the hill country, which goes from west of town towards Kerrville, Sonora.
It's the elevated portion of our viewing area we mentioned earlier.
And then we have the plains, the central prairie.
That's the flatter part of south central Texas, closest to the coast. It features higher humidity, more rain, and more vegetation.
So you drive any direction and you've got a different scene.
So with all that in mind, let's do some myth busting, fact or fiction, when it comes to geography and what it means for our weather. Yes, clouds do bank up against the escarpment, occasionally making it cloudy in San Antonio, but sunny in the hill country. It can also sometimes help to develop showers. No, there's not a dome over San Antonio. Any sort of heat island effect has no bearing on storms moving through or avoiding the city, despite recent claims. Yes, those east of I-35 often have better chances of rain because they're closer to the Gulf of Mexico and therefore have better, deeper moisture. No, valleys and terrain have little to no impact on tornadoes. They develop and move as they please. Yes, the Serranías del Burro Mountains west of Del Rio in Mexico do have an effect on our weather, mostly when it comes to helping give lift to big storms in the summer that cross into Texas. No, there's no one favorite area in San Antonio that gets hail over the other. However, yes, geography does play a role in winter weather, with northern Bexar County, especially north of 1604, having a much better shot at seeing wintry weather than those in southern Bexar County. And this is why being a meteorologist in South Texas is so fun. Lastly, let's talk about counties. These boundaries are more political than they are geographical, but useful when we're describing where a thunderstorm is located. It's always a good idea to know where your county is located on a map. We use them a lot in weather, especially when it comes to warnings.
And that's South Texas geography in a nutshell. And it's why reading an atlas isn't quite as boring as you might think. For KSAT Explains, I'm meteorologist Justin Horn.
Welcome back. It's now 8:30 on your Sunday morning, May 19th. And Sarah, we did this during our 6 o'clock hour, but I'm filling in today for Sarah Costa.
Yes.
So Sarah's taking the morning off. Last night, we got the opportunity to celebrate our former colleague, still great friend, Max Massey.
Yes, he graduated. He is a lawyer. We are so proud of
Awesome.
him. Yeah, we got to celebrate a little bit with him last night.
Yeah.
He's doing great, by the way, but it is awesome to have you here.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, and you know, I used to fill in for Max and obviously work for Max. So yeah, congrats to Max. I know a lot of our viewers obviously followed him, especially on the weekends. And yeah, it's great to see him and his family. And he's going to be doing some big things. But glad to be hanging out with you this morning, Sarah.
Did you survive the heat yesterday, RJ?
You know what? I went out running for a cool little jog early in the morning. That wasn't bad.
Good for you.
Mostly under trees and under shade, so that wasn't too bad. And then later in the afternoon, I just kind of stayed out of it.
Yeah, you had the right idea, though, to go early
Yeah.
in the morning. So if you've got some chores to do outside, do it now. I mean, we are seeing some clouds, but these clouds are delaying the inevitable, which is sunny skies and heat. So right now, it's mostly cloudy and 75, southeast winds at about 10 miles per hour. But take a look at today's forecast. We'll quickly see those skies clear. By the afternoon, it'll be mostly sunny, and we'll be looking at a high temperature of 96 in San Antonio. South winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be hot everywhere around the KSAT 12 viewing area for all of our state parks. Devil River State Natural Area out in Valverde County, 104 degrees closer to Del Rio. 92 at Enchanted Rock, 95 in Government Canyon. You get the picture. Very toasty this afternoon. Again, the one thing we'll have that we didn't have yesterday was a breeze. So we'll have winds from the south at 10 to 15 today. All right, your Weather 101 question for the day. We've yet to hit 100 degrees in San Antonio, even though it feels like it. So on average, when is San Antonio's first 100-degree day? I'll have that answer and a comparison to the last couple of years, as well as a look at the drought coming up in just a bit. RJ.
Thank you very much.
A suspected criminal caught after 22 years. This photo shows Jose Mejia. On Saturday, the San Antonio Police Department released details of his arrest, revealing he allegedly shot and killed a man, and he has been free to live his life for more than 2 decades.
So let's go back to the start of this case. It happened on April 26th of 2002. 3 people, including a 6-year-old child, were shot after a drug exchange. We know one of those men died due to his injuries, and his name was Leroy Campos.
SAPD says multiple people identified Mejia as the shooter back when this murder first happened. On Saturday, police said this was never a cold case. The department says a warrant was out for Mejia's arrest. They just had to track him down. For 22 years, SAPD says this man was on the run. But back in March of this year, the Lone Star Fugitive Task Force with the U.S. Marshals Service took over this case and the arrest warrants out for Mejia.
So how was Mejia finally caught? Well, at the beginning of May, SAPD says U.S. Marshals started working with Mexican authorities. During an investigation, information came out that he was residing in Mexico. He was found, then arrested, and then transferred into U.S. custody. SAPD says he was then transferred here into San Antonio and taken into custody at the Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
SAPD says the mother of Leroy Campos was overjoyed hearing that the man who is suspected of killing her son was finally caught, because now, even after 22 years, her family can begin to find closure. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
In your morning headlines, former President Donald Trump is urging gun owners here in Texas to vote in the upcoming 2024 election. He addressed thousands of members of the National Rifle Association in Dallas last night. Trump pledged to continue to defend the Second Amendment and called himself the best friend gun owners have ever had in the White House. The United States faces a record numbers of deaths due to mass shootings. Last year ended with 42 mass shootings and 217 deaths, making it one of the deadliest years on record. And this morning, a major highway in Idaho is back open after a horrific crash. This is unbelievable video here. The crash killed 6 people yesterday and injured 10 others. You see that vehicle right there. Police say that a pickup truck hit a van with 15 people inside. The driver of the van and 5 passengers died in the crash. Paramedics took 9 other passengers and the driver of the pickup truck to the hospital for treatment. Part of the highway was closed for 6.5 hours after that crash. And it's history in the making today as America's first black astronaut candidate is finally set to go into space after being denied his chance 6 decades ago. And if all goes as planned, he'll become the oldest person ever to get there. ABC's Gio Benitez reports.
He never made it to space 60 years ago, but that all changes today. Air Force test pilot Ed Dwight was nominated by President John F. Kennedy in 1961 to become the first black astronaut.
My hope was just getting into space in any kind of way, but they were not going to let that happen.
When Kennedy was assassinated, Dwight's path to space evaporated.
Number one, I wasn't tall enough. I was Catholic. I wasn't black enough. I was not the model of the Negro race. I was a one-man operation when the president announced to the world that he was going to announce a black astronaut.
This morning, Ed Dwight, now 90 years old, a celebrated sculptor and author, reaching for the stars, launching on Blue Origin's rocket from West Texas. Dwight, along with 5 fellow travelers, will partake in an 11-minute odyssey that will propel them into the realm of weightlessness. Veteran astronaut Charlie Bolden sending along a special message ahead of Dwight's big day.
I want you to just take some time while you're flying just to suck it all up and take it all in. You deserve every moment of this. You've been a role model and a mentor for many of us.
Needless to say, I am overwhelmed. And this opportunity is once in a lifetime that I will cherish for the rest of my life.
That was ABC's Gio Benitez reporting. And hopefully everything goes as planned for Mr. Dwight because he's been waiting a long time for that opportunity.
90 years old.
Yeah,
amazing.
90. And he looks great too. He looks like he's ready to go into space. All right, Sarah, well, cutting edge technology will transform your favorite shows and channels.
That's right. SA Live's Fiona Gorostitsa gets some tips from our Director of Technology to give you some antenna tips and tricks so you don't miss out on KSAT's next-gen TV switch.
All right, folks, we're here to tell you all about next-gen TV and how you can make sure you get the KSAT channel. And here to tell us more is Director of Technology, Frank Daniels, here at KSAT. And the first thing folks needed to do was just kind of rescan, right, to see if they could get the channel if they don't have a next-gen TV, right?
Right. So if you don't have a next-gen ready TV, we're still broadcasting our original channels, but we're hosting those channels out with some of the other stations in this area. So, for example, KLRN is hosting our 12.1 and 12.3. And KLRN and KSAT are both VHF signals, a little harder to get. So having the right antenna is key to this.
Okay, and so the right antenna indoors or outdoors?
Preferably an outdoor antenna, but not everybody has that luxury. There are some indoor antennas that work. We've had a lot of people calling with the flat panel antennas, and there's a lot of problems with those. They're really not designed to pick up VHF signals very well, and VHF signals don't penetrate walls very well. So a good example would be, say the light was the tower, and you got a building between you and your apartment or your house. This is blocking signals. So if you've got an antenna down low in there, like these flat panels are, and it's inside walls, it's not getting VHF reception very well. So you might need to look into a different antenna. There's some other choices, and we're in the process of testing a bunch of different ones right now to see which ones work, and we'll give some recommendations. But an outdoor antenna is a UHF, VHF, the old style antenna. They call them a Yagi. That's the best antenna. If you get that outside and above the roof line, you're going to get over 100 channels easy.
And like you said, above the roof line, because placement is critical, right?
Placement's critical. It's a process. It's move and scan until you find that right location. And then also, it may be a case of trying some different antennas. And as I said, we're in the process of testing those. But make sure you're able to return it if it doesn't work for you, because you got to find the right one that works for you in your location.
So we know that is a lot of information, and folks may still have a lot of questions. So a couple of things. If you want to call and get those questions answered, you can call 210-351-1251. Or if you want to head to KSAT.com, we're going to create a QR code right now that will take you straight to an article with some suggestions for antennas.
The whole idea here is to try to help the community. We realize this is a little bit difficult for some people, and we're trying to point people in the right direction, and we're trying to help as much as we can. So bear with us. Obviously we're getting a lot of phone calls, but we're trying to reach back as much as we can, and we're trying to get all this information out on other platforms for those who can't receive it.
All right, and for more information, just head to our website, salive.com. Click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we've provided some links.
All right, good information there. All right, we are live right now taking another look outside at the nonprofit's Carry the Loads Memorial May campaign, where people are walking to honor and remember our fallen heroes.
Yeah, that's right. This is the 14th annual Memorial May campaign. The relay will converge at the Dallas Memorial March on Memorial Day weekend. Carry the Load raises funds for our military, veterans, first responders, and their families.
Yeah, taking a live look here, you see obviously we have a lot of people getting ready to take part in this event. So the nonprofit's goal this year is to raise $2 million. And since 2011, they have raised more than $42 million in funds.
Wow.
Yeah, that is incredible. To learn more about this nonprofit or how you can possibly get involved, all you got to do is visit their website at carrytheload.org.
And you can see the names of people on the back of that person's backpack there. Very powerful message. And thanks to our photographer who's out there. Again, we wish them good luck, and thank you to everyone who serves in our military.
Absolutely, well said, Sarah. This is Military US City, USA, so good stuff going on out there. All right, time now is 8:42, and we are now to 76 degrees outside. Bridging the digital divide one laptop at a time. After the break, we're going to tell you how San Antonio city leaders helped more households get connected to the internet.
And taking a look outside with live cam. Still seeing those morning clouds out there, but it is about to get hot. How hot today? And when is our typical first 100-degree day in San Antonio? How will the summer stack up? Have those details come back.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio on your Sunday morning. Well, 100 people got some new computers, helping connect them with the world. Several city leaders were on hand at the Connect San Antonio event out there at Lockwood Dignity Park yesterday. This is a celebration of SA Digital's Connect's partnership with AT&T, the city, and Bexar County. And the goal of this event is to connect thousands of more homes in our area to fiber internet.
For a few years, we have been one of the nation's largest urban areas and communities that has had a digital divide. And our work in collaboration with AT&T and the city and the county for the past few years has been to really close that divide. And this is just one of many opportunities for us to do that.
All right, Ria is the executive director of SA Digital Connect, and she says that there are plans to have more device distribution events in the upcoming months. The goal is to give out about 1,000 devices in total by the end of the year.
And you know what? Shameless plug. You can download the KSAT Weather Authority app on one of those devices.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Good. I'm digging the plug. I like that.
But this week, everybody gets to be a meteorologist because the weather's pretty much going to be the same every single day. Okay,
It's a ditto
gonna
day,
Be
you
hot.
said.
A ditto day today with a little bit more cloud cover out there this morning. But RJ, take a look at yesterday's high temperatures.
Yikes.
We got up to 107 in Del Rio,
Ouch.
104
Yikes.
at Laredo.
Wow.
So hot yesterday out west toward Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, and Laredo. In San Antonio, 98 was our high. We were just 2 degrees shy of 100 degrees and about 11 degrees above the average. Now, I think it's going to be difficult for us to actually technically reach 100 degrees this next week, but this is a good time to remind folks when our first 100-degree day usually is in San Antonio. On average, it's by the end of June. By the end of June, we've usually seen our first 100-degree day. Last year was not too far off of that average. June 16th. We saw our first 100-degree day. Back in 2022, it was super early in May 7th to be exact. This year, we still have yet to hit 100. Again, I think it's going to be difficult for us to hit 100 this week, but it is a possibility. We'll have to wait and see. And you may be wondering, okay, well, last year we hit 100 degrees way after 2022, but that didn't matter because last year we saw 75 100-degree days in the year, the most 100-degree days in a year on San Antonio's record, and records date back to the 1880s. And take a look at the top 5. This is the top 5 years with the most 100-degree days. All of them have happened since 2009. 2022, we saw 58. We blew the record out of the water last year. So we'll wait and see how this summer is expected to be. The summer is expected to be slightly warmer than average, at least. Whether that means we hit 100 degrees 50 to 70 times this summer, we'll have to wait and see. But again, last year, I do not want a repeat of last year. We'll keep you posted. Here's a look at the forecast afternoon highs in the week ahead. Again, we'll get close to 100, 97 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Regardless of if the thermometer actually reaches 100, it's still going to feel like that because you're going to have the humidity out there. And people ask us, why don't we just report on the feel-like temperature instead of the actual temperature? Well, the feel-like temperature is pretty relative, and so we use actual temperatures for hard data and things like that. Temperatures and radar, take a look. The radar is quiet, but we are seeing some of these clouds this morning. Now the clouds are already starting to break up around San Antonio. So the clouds delaying the inevitable right now, the inevitable heat, but these are going to dissipate and it is going to end up being a mostly sunny day. Here's a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast. By noon, 87 and mostly sunny. In the afternoon, we're going to be at 96 for 5 o'clock. One thing working in our favor today is that winds are going to be a little bit breezier today from the southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And in the evening, it shouldn't be too bad. It's still going to be warm, 86 by 9 p.m., but not nearly as humid. Take a look at forecast highs. Another hot one out west toward Del Rio, 104, 96 though in San Antonio. Very little to no rain chances this week, only a 20% chance Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that is not good news when you consider that there's still a good portion of our viewing area that is either under severe or extreme drought. I've highlighted these areas here, mainly across the hill country. I mean, Kerrville, Bandera, Blanco, Bernie, Fredericksburg, all under extreme drought. And again, with no rain in the forecast, really significant rain in the forecast over the next several days, it is going to be another hot and dry week. We'll be back with more news after the break. Some starting their day with clouds, but these clouds are going to be short-lived. They will quickly burn away and we'll be looking at sunshine. It's 77 degrees in San Antonio right now, but temperatures should rise by about 20 degrees or so for this afternoon. High temperatures, some 10 degrees above average in the mid to upper 90s around San Antonio and the Texas Hill Country. We'll be looking at even hotter weather Tuesday and Wednesday, nearer to 97. Humidity is not going anywhere, but at the same time, rain chances are not high either. So it's going to be humid, but we're not going to reap the benefits of that humidity with rain. There's only a 20% chance for isolated showers and storms Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah, it might be a good day to go to the pool or maybe check out those splash pads.
We have information on that on KSAT.com.
Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yes.